we on Ferguson. We're gonna go into police brutality, and y'all like me. I know y'all see the videos of all kind of police brutality clips. I seen one. It was so horrendous, man. The guy beat an 80-year-old lady up on YouTube. A cop pushed the 80-year-old woman down in that number. So once again, Brittany, back at you. What do you think about police brutality?
I think it's gotten out of hand. It's definitely out of control. I feel like they abuse their power in a lot of cases. So it's definitely something that needs to be, fixed and I don't know. Yeah, investigated more.
Why you think cops get a pass from police brutality? When they got it on video, why do you think they get a pass?
That's a good question. I don't know, again, if it's the system that we have in place, because the majority of the time, they are white males, so, and maybe they feel like the people that they're brutalizing had it coming anyway, or they shouldn't have been doing what they're doing, or they put this on harm or whatever the case may be. So, again, that's something that definitely should be investigated more.
And I think it probably has, a lot to do with the vacancy law. They never talk about that. But they have this vacancy law, whereas that's how they mess with the homeless people. You sitting on a bench, you chilling. Oh, you gotta move. You can't sit here and get arrested or something like that. Or you hanging out on the corner with your buddies. Y'all talking, chilling, hanging out. They'll come along, move on, move on. They got these vacancy laws that they never talk about. And that's what gives police the power to harass people. Okay, and these vacancy laws go back really, you're talking about black codes back in the day. But what you gotta understand here, when we talk about police brutality, you understand when you say, well, who's controlling the police? The slave masters controlling the police. The corporations, they're the ones controlling the police. Okay, and we talk about police, we say, well, where did they come from? Well, they started in the mid-1800s, just before the Civil War. And basically their job was to go and harass the slaves, make sure they didn't have no guns, they didn't need a warrant back then. You just bust into their slave quarters and, check things out. So it was, the system from day one. I mean, they were slave patrols, is what they were. But that is your modern day police departments right now. Okay, and it's this vacancy law that gives them the opportunity to abuse their power and whatnot. If you, like I said, you just stand this vacancy, you sit on the bench in the town, and it gives them literally the right to harass you, is what it comes down to. So, these laws, they never talk about them. I'm in a political science class, and I brought this up in class. And my teacher, she listened to it, but she didn't actually even acknowledge it. Because we never hear about these vacancy laws. But it's the vacancy law that gives them the power to do what they do.
Yeah, because I'm still shocked they haven't came to a decision on the cop that killed Eric Garner, that got choked out in New York City. But I mean, you can just go to any website and just police video after police video after police video, and always you see the chief of police playing puppet, saying, "Oh, we're investigating." I mean, more has to be done. I mean, it's getting crazy. I mean, especially for, I hate to go back to the young black males. I mean, you get pulled over for nothing. I mean, stuff that you wouldn't even think you get pulled over for. And there they go. I mean, them and their buddies. I mean, just
that's the vacancy law.
Yeah, we need.
That's what gives them power to just harass you. And it goes back to the slave patrols and the night watches. That's where it was born. That's where police brutality, police departments come from. That's the bottom line. It's nothing new.
Have you had run into the police?
No. And when I do, I'm not gonna lie, yes sir. No sir. Here's my license.
Whereas I'm different.
See.
And why's that, dog?
Well, for one, if I didn't do nothing wrong, I do not give police permission to talk to me. They might come, I'll be like, what? Leave me alone. Don't bother me. Unless they, which I can't imagine the police asking me something nice, like, excuse me, sir, did you see such and such and such? No. Maybe if they came at me in a certain kind of way, I could relax and maybe talk to them, but you know how they come at you with this attitude. okay? Well, if I ain't did nothing, you come at me with an attitude, I got an instant attitude. The first thing is, you better leave me alone. You know? So that's how I feel. My mother, I might not even should say this, but my mother always said I had a death wish. Okay, I'm like, because the first time a cop abuses me, I'm a man just like he a man. He's not gonna hide behind that badge.
But he a man with a gun.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, well, see,
It's not one-on-one.
well,
Put 'em up.
you know, you survive, right? So I got rockets and missiles. I feel like they got more pop than a missile. But if he abused me, I'm a man like he a man. He's not gonna hide behind the badge. We throwing down.
But see, you put yourself in greater harm.
That's okay.
See, I'm not gonna lie, like, I have 2 boys, and I teach, and it's not about being Uncle Tom or Puppy, whatever it is, but I'm saying, if you get pulled over, you do what they say, unless they're, something crazy, but you do what they say, because, again, we're seeing too many instances where things happen in the police car, what they did is they did that, and you have no way of saying, well, this didn't happen, they taking their word, so, yeah, I'm gonna teach my young black son, you cooperate, I'm gonna come down there and get you. Once you get down there, they do take you to the jail, but do what they say.
Now, how do you feel? Now, since you stated that you got 2 boys, give me your honest feeling. How do you feel? Two young black males growing up in America. How do you feel about that?
How do I feel? I mean, I already know
From a mother
that and just being right there at a disadvantage. But I don't want it to handicap them. I'm still gonna always teach them that, you can do whatever you want to do, and, you don't take mess from anybody, white, black, yellow, whoever. But at the same time, the system is not designed, for them. It would rather them be in prison or dead or whatever the case may be. And I'm a praying mother, so I'm going to always, pray over them too. But like I said, I know they're disabled, but I'm going to teach them not necessarily to play the game, but you got to a certain extent, to play by the rules. Okay. So. You
alluded to something earlier in that conversation piece. You said, even though they call you a puppet or Uncle Tom, why do you think it's such a great divide when it comes to the black community and police officers? I let both of y'all say.
Because we've been taught to distrust them because of the things, that we see with them, with the police brutality, and how they're so quick to incarcerate young black males. So there is a lot of distrust in the black community with police. And if you cooperate with the same with the whole, get to the whole no snitching. If you cooperate with them, you a snitch. But
now, define snitching. Define your meaning of snitch.
Snitching is, and it don't necessarily mean, it can be something like, you see people.
My
definition.
Your definition.
Yeah. Somebody that tells what they see, or, or they get caught up, they're in it too. They selling drugs, they get caught, so they want to, tell everybody else so they get out of it. But I can't necessarily say that's a bad thing. I think in the black community, we've gotten caught up in this whole no snitching.
See, because I'm not to cut you off again, but I don't look at snitching as one term, one dictionary, one philosophy. Me and you do a crime. I get caught, I sing on you. That's the only means of snitching to me. That's the only means.
That's good.
Not if and I hear a lot of guys say, oh, he works 9 to 5, so he don't do that street life. No. If I see somebody mugging an old woman and the cop say, do you know what it is? Yeah, it was that guy there.
But you got people who won't do that, or people that murders that go on.
Do you consider that snitching though?
What do I consider that? No, I'm just saying, like, I know people who would say things like that, or they see a murder. You got murders that go unsolved, and you like, I know it was people there, and I had to see it, and nobody will say anything because they don't want to be considered.
I don't think it's the snitching part. I think more the repercussion and where they stand. You know what I'm saying? Because you would have a cop living in your house, so it's the means where they stay at. I think more that. What you want to add, James?
We was on the snitching part. Okay, I find a lot of people, of course, I'm gonna reveal myself now. I sold marijuana one time and I got busted and all that. But a person got arrested. They just happened to know what I was doing. Okay, they got arrested. It had nothing to do with me or nothing. But the police officers offered them like, well, give me some information to tell me something, we'll help you out. Or I tell the judge to be a little more lenient, even though you find out later judges can't. The police ain't got no control over that. It's on the judge. Okay, so then the guy downs me out. I had nothing to do with what he did.
Wow.
I had nothing to do with it.
Wow.
But trying to save himself,
For going.
he gave out my name. And it led to, a situation.
Well, what's so sad is a lot of these guys are on the street that don't want to snitch, but they don't know. It's like you said, the same ones that telling you don't snitch. As soon as they get, pop, they the first. I know y'all see First 48 or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
You get them in that interrogation room,
They crying.
they crying because they don't want to do those years that come with doing the crime. So you not snitching, but your homeboy get caught. He telling how you think he got home so quick because he told something. So
Yeah.
it's great.
And I guess that wraps it up again for police brutality.